Hi guys, David Washington here and welcome back to my channel, and this video is about this guy here. He is my 7th oil painting and he's painted on plywood. I've been painting since January, it's now March, but if we just take a little bit of a rewind. This is my first, second, third and 4th oil paintings. Before that I used to work in watercolour and I'd been doing that for about 4 months before I started the oils. Before that I also used to work digitally on the iPad Pro and I used to dabble in a little bit of Pro markers and Copic markers too. Okay, so on to the painting process. I always start with the eyes. I like to really focus on the eyes and get them right before I continue with my painting. And then as I finish the eyes, I move out onto the skin and the textures around the eyes, and then I'll create the face. I know that there are some artists that actually do the background and everything beforehand, but I really am not confident, so I need to make sure that that face is completely the way that I want it before I continue with the rest of the painting. As you can see, I am just blocking in my colours, and I use like a skin tone there, and then I was using titanium white just to get some of the highlights in there and some of the burnt umber as well to get the darkness in there. I also used vermilion to get the oranges and the reds in the cheeks and the textures of the skin. Now as you can see, I'm using a filbert brush, and I mainly use filbert brushes. They're my favourite kind of brushes. I used a 000 for the fine sort of details in the eyes and the eyelashes, but mainly I like filberts. I also used a rounded brush whenever I was doing the details, like the little spots in the skin, just to put a little bit of paint on there and then to round it off and to blend it into the edges. Now, I haven't really been painting for very long, so if there is some advice that I'm giving in here or some details in here that you think, oh, that's not quite right, then probably it's not. I've only been painting for about 3 months now, but before then I have been working with digital, and I was quite surprised really about how the digital medium and working on the iPad had actually prepared me for moving straight onto oils. I always thought when I was a kid that I couldn't really paint and I couldn't use the medium very well because I couldn't really get fine details or do blending very well, and I just kind of believed that right up until about 3 months ago when I gave it a go. So to anyone who really thinks, oh, painting's not for me or I won't be really good at it, I encourage you just to really give it a go, because I didn't think that either, and I'm really enjoying myself at the moment. Okay, back to the painting process. What you've just seen me do is I blocked in the beard and I used 2 different colours just to give it a little bit of depth, and then I went in with my 03 brush just to give it a load of texture, and ta-da! The painting is done. So I really enjoyed painting this guy. There are still some things that I'm not happy about, like I really need to refine the hair, but it's all just a learning process at the end of the day, and I just really had a great time painting this guy. So thanks for watching guys, and if you can, like and subscribe. See you next time.